Hello, hello, hello. Today we're doing something interesting. So I discovered about 2 hours ago that you could play PC games on your console. And I don't know why nobody's talking about this. It could be that the method is not that intuitive, but overall, I think it's worth a discussion and a video. Now, this is not a guided tutorial because I just figured this out and I don't actually know how the inner workings of this function. I am just going as I discover, so just bear that in mind and please bear with me. But this is PC BDO and we're playing on a console. This is Xbox. It's 8:19, so that way you guys know this is not a pre-recorded situation. It is 8:19 a.m. I'm gonna press the home button right now, and then boom, home button, go to Microsoft Edge, and then we're gonna come up here, and then you'll see this cursor. This is some fucking freak shit. And then all we have to do to fix this is like we need to utilize the game controllers. So what we do is we come up to the top part here, click use game controls, scroll over, use game controls, and then we just click full screen, and then boom, now we're back in. All right, cool. Now, for those of you that are wondering, how am I doing this? How did I even make this possible? Okay, there's this application called NVIDIA GeForce Now. It's essentially cloud gaming. It is literally just cloud gaming. There's a myriad of issues with it, and it's not the perfect system, and I'm gonna tell you why. First, let me just, for those of you that are interested in wanting to know like how this functions, all you're gonna need to do is get the NVIDIA GeForce account. I believe if you live in certain countries, there is a free trial version that you can just test out the application for like an hour or so, and then it'll cut you off, and I think you have to like deal with ads and shit. That it's not fun, but in general, if you just want to test and see like how it functions and how it works, you can totally do it that way. I've been an NVIDIA GeForce founder for like 4 or 5 years now. I invested in this shit like forever ago because I thought this was the future. And after seeing this, I still believe this is the future of gaming. It's just they haven't figured out how to perfect it and make it widespread and how to have the proper infrastructure across the world in order to make this a normalized thing. Because this does require decent internet and consistency. If you don't have that, this is going to be a very unplayable experience for you. But anyway, you essentially go to nvidiageforce.com on the Microsoft Edge browser, and then once you make your account, and then you can pay the $10 or $20, whichever one you want to buy. You can buy that if you want, or you can do the free trial, whichever one. Once you do that, you're just going to connect your accounts. So could be Steam, Epic Games, you could do Battle.net. And to answer your question, yes, you can play World of Warcraft on your console. I will put footage right now. This is me with my controller UI on console. It was on Xbox. I swear to you, it is possible. My server went down for maintenance and I couldn't function with it. So I have to wait for WoW to come off of maintenance before I can mess around more with it. However, it is 1000% possible. You can totally play console World of Warcraft. There's a lot of like red tape around it and some freak barriers you're gonna have to get over, but in general, it is possible and it is doable. I just don't know the inner workings of it because I have just discovered this and I didn't get a lot of time to experiment with World of Warcraft specifically. However, I did get some good hands-on experience here with BDO. So yeah, that's pretty much all you have to do. Just get an NVIDIA GeForce account, either use the free trial or go ahead and buy it if you feel the investment is worth it. It's $10, so it's actually not that bad. But on top of the subscription, you're also going to need to own games. So if let's say you're on you don't own a Steam library game, like if you don't have a PC or any account connected to Steam and you don't have a Steam library, then this is going to be kind of annoying because again, this doesn't give you access to like games per se, right? If the games are free to play, like let's take Dauntless for example. If you have a Epic Games account, or if you have it on Steam or whatever, I think it's on Epic Games actually. But if you have it on Epic Games, you could play Dauntless via Epic Games on this application if you really wanted to. I wouldn't recommend it because it's also free to play on consoles, so why would you? But I'm just using it as an example. But for a game that is free on PC that might not be free on console, you could make that work. Like CSGO, for example, if you guys were interested in playing CSGO, you can totally play it on console. I don't know why you would, because I would not recommend it. That shit is ass. And when I say it's ass, it's not because the game's ass, it's because it's cloud gaming. It's gonna have latency issues. It's gonna have controller delay. It's gonna have issues that are going to feel buggy and wonky. like I can show you some of the issues here. So if I go to the home menu and then I go to, you know, back to Microsoft, it'll bring up this cursor, and then now I can't move. Like how the fuck do I, like, well, how do I fix this? Well, the way to fix this, you have to like go to like out of full screen, and then you have to come up here to the top, and then you got to click use game controls, then go back down to full screen, and then it'll fix the issue. But there's other issues that would just have intuitive problems as well. So for example, if I wanted to open the central market, guess what? I can't. There is no, I can't do anything with it. It just doesn't, it does not work. It literally does not work. And I'm not actually sure if this is a cloud gaming issue or if this is just a like PC BDO does not have good console UI. But however, I will say this, if you have a mouse and keyboard, you can totally use that. For example, I've got my secondary keyboard here. I don't have a mouse hooked up, so bear with me, but I'm tapping keys right now, and literally I can move. WASD is totally functional. This is completely fine. If I press I, it brings up my inventory. If I press B, it brings up the mail. I think if I press G, it guilds and shit or something. I don't know what the fuck this is. And then like press Y for my rewards. So like, yeah, it works. If you have a keyboard and mouse, you can totally play this with a keyboard and mouse. I'm just merely speaking from the concept of like a player that does not have a PC, that may not own a keyboard and mouse for whatever reason. You know what I mean? So just to put that into perspective, right? So there are some, like I said, issues. It's not perfect. It has problems. If you're just playing purely off of control, you're going to notice a lot of functionality issues. But in terms of combat, I'd say that this is actually playable. I would only grind. I would never play competitively, but like from a combo perspective, like this is not bad. Like I could totally sauce somebody up on this platform. Like I could 100% beat the fuck out of somebody for sure, and then I would embarrass the hell out of a PC player. Oh my god, that would be funny as hell. But the point being is like the combat is totally doable. Like I don't see it to be that bad. I do, however, feel the delay. I can 100% feel the delay. Like it's noticeable. You guys aren't going to notice it because you're just watching a video and whatnot. And another thing too, just I happen to notice this on my OBS screen. You'll notice that this is in like black bars. I might enlarge this just in my editing software so that way I don't have these black bars. But yeah, for some reason there's like it's like cropped. I don't know why it's cropped. And I'm not talking about the in-game crop, that's the gray little bars at the bottom where my action bars are, but on the side you'll see these black bars on the side and then a little smaller black bar on the top. For some reason when you're playing in the Microsoft Edge browser, there's just literally like, you know, cropped. It's like cropped inward for some reason. I think it's just because it's a window, so it's playing differently. So if that bugs the hell out of you, I don't know how to fix it. I don't even know if you can fix it, but it is theirs, just so you guys know. But like this is what it naturally looks like, and then this is me zooming it into my editing software. Outside of that, I don't really have any other major issues in terms of like BDO specifically. I will say that there is no physical way for you guys to connect your Xbox account to PC. That's not how this is going to work. So for those of you that may be thinking like, oh, you know, I can finally play, you know, PC BDO, you totally can, just not with your console account. I do think that there is something to be said about this being, you know, kind of a path forward to that. I think that at some point they're probably going to look into this and invest further into cloud gaming, because I do think this is the future. I think that this is where consoles are going to die, and this is going to be the normalized standard. They just have to figure out how to make sure the infrastructure supports this globally, so that way everybody has access to this. And this is why you will probably never own games again, because they're probably all going to be tied to a service that you're going to have to buy that is going to be related to the cloud. And I promise you, the Xbox Game Pass is already doing that. It's already doing this. It's collecting a bunch of fucking games. It's collecting a bunch of titles, so that way you guys can go ahead and then invest in the Game Pass. And then whenever cloud gaming becomes this widespread thing like this is a mere test product. This is insanity. Nobody's talking about this, which is crazy. I think it's insane that nobody's talking about this shit. And it's one of the most groundbreaking things ever, because we are playing a literal PC game on a console. And since it's cloud gaming, it's not utilizing any of the console hardware. So pretty much you're playing off of somebody else's server rig. And in this case, it's NVIDIA's, but Yeah, it's the same concept. So your console is essentially like right now, my console's cool as ice. Like it's not even hot. It's not overheating because it's not utilizing any hardware at all. I mean, to say it's cool as ice is a bit of a stretch. It's still rather, smoky, but it's not when I have BDO on, this thing sounds, it's fucking speed running the fucking fans, but this it's quiet and it's not hot. It's normal. It's just, it's on. So yeah, I mean, this is very interesting. I'm curious to know what you guys think of this. I'm pretty sure some of you are probably going to experiment with this shit, but if you do, let me know how it goes. I am going to do a video on World of Warcraft because I think that's going to be a groundbreaking thing. If I can somehow make it function on console, I think that is a gateway to get people to play World of Warcraft from a console perspective. And it also might be a gateway to get Blizzard to hurry the fuck up and come up with a console port already, because man, that would be sick. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you have any more questions, please leave them down below. I will be answering questions throughout the day. So, for those of you that are interested, go ahead. But yeah, this was whatever this is. Sorry if it, didn't give that much information. Like I said, bear with me. I just figured this out less than a couple hours ago. Haven't had much time to mess around with it. I'll be messing around more throughout the day. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.